I'm Leon Lovelace, and this is Unstoppable Force. I got a news story for you, and it's from Politico, and it's about how Ajit Pai is planning to cut FCC net neutrality rules. And of course, I need your help. I need you to go to my GoFundMe campaign. I'll put a link in this description box below. I need you to go there, donate to my campaign so I can do this show full-time instead of just part-time. Federal Communications Commission Chairman Ajit Pai will reveal plans to his fellow commissioners on Tuesday to fully dismantle the agency's Obama-era net neutrality regulations. People familiar with the plan said, in a major victory for the telecom industry in the long-running policy debate. The commission will vote on the proposal in December, some 7 months after it laid the groundwork for sculling the rules that require internet service providers like Comcast or AT&T to treat web traffic equally. President Donald Trump appointed Pai's plan would jettison rules that prohibit internet service providers from blocking or slowing web traffic or creating so-called paid internet fast lanes. The people familiar with the changes said. Pai also will follow through on his plans to scrap the legal foundation that the FCC's old Democratic majority adopted in 2015 to tighten federal oversight of internet service providers, a move he contends has deterred the industry from investing in broadband networks. Internet providers have feared that legal foundation, if left in place, could set the stage for possible government price regulation of internet service. And of course, we all know that's a fucking lie because the government isn't putting in protections for the people. They haven't been really doing nearly enough of that over the past 30 or so years. So even though a free and open internet is essential for the people to gather all the information they want and they need to make good informed decisions, they want to say that, oh, well, we could lose some profits if the government wants to strict regulations. But so far, the government has barely even wanted to make sure that net neutrality is in place. So that's just fucking lies that they're just spewing all over the fucking place. And Ajit Pai has been mentioning, and other people, and maybe other politicians have talked about how, oh, it's stifling innovation, and we need to make sure we gut all these protections from the people to make sure that the companies can innovate. Well, I'll give you some profit numbers from among the two biggest telecom companies, AT&T and Verizon. A couple of other highest telecom companies, they're overseas because China Mobile, they're number 3 in the world for the most revenue for a telecom company, and there's like 1 or 2 in Japan that are round out the top 5. But AT&T's the biggest one in the world. I'll put some screenshots up here for you. I'll just go over the last 3 years that they have on MarketWatch.com. Because for 2014, for sales, they have 132.45 billion. 2015, they have 146 billion. And for 2016, they have 163.79 billion dollars in revenue. And then there's a whole bunch of other financial information, but let's get to the heart of it. And for 2014, their net income, which is pretty much their profits, was $6.22 billion in profit for 2014 for AT&T. For 2015, they had $13.35 billion in profit. And for 2016, they have $12.98 billion in profit. So with all these stifling regulations, AT&T has been able to make a ton of profit. So they have all the profit in the world to be able to invest in a broadband service. So at least financially, they can't say shit about how they don't have the profits to do any investments or any innovation that they so-called or supposedly can't fucking do. And then let's go to Verizon. Let's show their financial numbers over the last 3 years, at least that we have. Because I don't want to do quarterly because quarterly is a little bit too short term for me. I'm going to show you what the company did for the whole year. Because for Verizon, for the year in revenue, they had 127.08 billion. 2015, they had 131.62 billion. For 2016, they have 125.98 billion dollars. That's in revenue for the year. And then for their net income, or pretty much their profits, for 2014, they have $9.63 billion. For 2015, they have $17.88 billion. And for 2016, they have $13.13 billion in profits. So these huge telecom companies are making billions and billions of dollars in profit every year. They have the money and they have the ability to do whatever innovation that they need to do. It's just that the companies want to make more profits, so they're not going to invest and do anything with switching over to more broadband service for the areas that don't have it. And broadband internet service is not a new innovation that they're talking about, so they're just really fucking gaslighting you when they talk about how, these huge corporations that have tons of money and tons of profits can't invest in broadband service and give their customers a good internet service. They can do it. They have the profits. And here's the key thing about the big corporations and Ajit Pai's bullshit argument. That they're talking about how federal oversight of internet service providers prevents these big corporations from giving customers high speed internet service, which is broadband. Protecting the customers from getting price gouged literally has nothing to fucking do with a company not being able to expand their fast internet service. So they're fucking gaslighting you. And even if the worst case scenarios that the government said, okay, the internet really needs to be affordable so poor and working class people can have equal access to internet, to make sure their educational opportunities are just as strong as for the wealthy oligarchs, their children, we're going to put price caps or some sort of price controls to make sure that everybody can at least get some sort of broadband internet access. They're still making several billions of dollars, 10, 11, 12 billion dollars. If they make a few $billion less, they're still making a ton of profits each and every single year. So they'll still be making huge profits, and then a lot of poor and working class people would be able to get broadband internet access. Because the government is not going to put such huge price caps or price controls on internet access that the companies would lose almost all their profits, so they'd only have a few $1 million in profits instead of several billions of dollars in profit. They're not going to cap it that much. But if those companies had $3-4 billion less in profits, they're still going to be financially stable and financially well off. So don't buy all these corporate and all these political gaslighting techniques that they keep using about how, we're just not able to do it, we don't have the money, and they're just restricting our innovation, because it's just simply lies.